Hello, welcome back to Too Many Handhelds. A good while ago, we took a look at this. This is the Tetris microcard, and it is a very thin, very tiny little handheld that plays Tetris. And you turn it on, and yeah, plays Tetris on here. This is sort of an evolved version of that called the Arduboy. This is specifically the Arduboy FX. And this device is kind of the reason I couldn't get too excited about the playdate. I don't want to bring that up again, but it is. I mean, it's a small little compact handheld like that, where it's pretty much like a credit card, and it's open, where people can make their own games and post them on their website, and you can actually play them. I'll put the link to the description so you can go check out their website. And what's cool is you could play a lot of the games, maybe all the games, on the website. You don't even need an Arduboy. So that's kind of nice. And this one, the FX model, actually comes with 200 games installed right off the bat. So let's take a look at this. And I have hardly played all of these. I mean, I've just been exploring what's on here. And again, it has a backlit screen, which is pretty amazing. And you have this little LED. But, oh yeah, this is Pocket Fighter. I was playing this a little while ago. Hadouken, right? There we go. So now I'm on that side. And it's not the most advanced game, right? Like, this is a pretty basic looking one, but it's still kind of fun, and it's something that someone is making just, you know, as a hobby. So let's go back. Alright, we're back out of the menu. I forgot what I was doing there. Alright, so we have action. These are all the categories of the 200 games that are included. Action, adventure, arcade, runner, platform, strategy, puzzle, skill, tabletop, racing, RPG, shooter, sports, music, apps, tools. It's a lot, right? So if we go under action, let's see. There's a lot of stuff here. Pocket Fighter, that was the one we were just playing. Actually, I think it's under adventure. There's one I really like that I want to play. Actually, fire is kind of cool. You can see some of these are kind of like Game & Watch games, like Turtle Bridge. Oil Panic. I mean, it's just amazing what they managed to put on this thing. Runners. There we go. This is the one I like. So Castle Boy, which is pretty much a love letter to Castlevania, as you can imagine by this logo. It's just fun. Like, it's a pretty simple game. I'll try to keep it in focus, but this is a very tiny screen. But, unlike some other handhelds, it is backlit. Just throwing that out there. You see here little sort of Belmont character. And it's the kind of thing where it gets down to just the raw gameplay, like the parts of Castlevania that just make it fun. Like, you could jump, you could whip, there are candles, there are skeletons that throw bones at you. I mean, it's bare bones, but it's just enough that it's awesome, you know? Ooh. There we go. And that's what I like about these games, too, is they're very good at just being quick little, like, pick-up-and-play kind of games, where you might have 5 or 10 minutes to kill. You know, you could throw this thing in your pocket. It's smaller than the Trine UI Model S, really. I mean, not by much, but at least I think it is. I don't know. I should have that out for comparison, but I'm not very prepared for class today. You know, it is a very tiny, slim little handheld. Ooh, so it is very portable, which is nice. Alright, let's try to get the skeleton here. Oh, man. Come here. There we go. And so it's not like, you know, super complicated gameplay. Like, this isn't like, you know, Breath of the Wild or anything like that. But for just something simple that just has the gameplay elements, you know, that are fun, it's perfect. And that's how a lot of these games are. Like, the Game & Watch games work really well on it because they look so good. I don't know. What else can I play in here? Like, there's so many games. I don't even know where to start. I mean, I almost have selection fatigue just looking through these. So here, we'll play Fire Panic, which is also like the Fire Game & Watch. Alright, so here we go. So people jump out of the building, and we have to save them on this mat, and then they go into an ambulance. And as you can see, it's a lot more fluid than the Game & Watch ones. They're actually closer to, oh man, they're closer to the Game Boy versions of the Game & Watch games, if you ever played those, like Game & Watch Gallery. But it's pretty fast-paced. Like, it's intense. I mean, it's a game that has a lot of repetition, but it's also fun, and it's a well-made game. Oh, crap. Not too far. Gotta be a little more twitchy than I am. There we go. Ah, well, there we go. Three misses, I'm out. So, in a nutshell, I mean, that's it. Like, there's so many games to go over, I don't even know where to start. The only downside with this is that they really got hit hard by the chip shortage. And that's kind of the downside of the Arduboy itself. And I'm kind of hoping they come out of it because I love this little thing and I hope they make more devices. I actually ordered one and then waited over, almost a year for it to ship. And, you know, I had kind of a back and forth with the owner of Arduboy, who I guess it's just run by one person, on Twitter. And we had a bit of a disagreement because they were saying that they thought they communicated very well about how many delays there were and when things will ship out. But I checked my email, I checked my spam box, I checked trash, I looked at their website, and I didn't see anything. There's a forum somewhere, but it's kind of buried, and there's nothing in their blog about it, there's nothing on their homepage, so I did not agree with that, but, you know, they were very kind, they gave me a refund, and then I bought this used a day later for about the same price, and it showed up at my house later in the week. So, usually with devices like this, I want to buy them from the source, but if it's not available, then I'm okay buying it used from somebody that's selling a used one. So, you know, I'm hoping they come back in stock, and I'm hoping that eventually, you know, they can kind of overcome the chip shortage and get everything back so that, you know, one, we can get better models of this, or new models of the Arduboy, and two, I'd love to buy one for my brother as a gift. You know, I'd love to buy these for people just to support the company, because I do think it's a really cool handheld. So, I'll put the link in the description. Again, you can play Castle Boy right now. You could actually go online and play it in a browser, which is kind of sweet. And then there are other ways to play Arduboy too, but we'll cover that in another video. So, thank you for watching. Always remember to charge your handhelds, and I will see you next time.